going. Okay, let's see if I remember how to play the Terrazeni. See if I remember how to play this deck. You're right, Zeni. Taking it easy. Bolt, Pidgeot, or Gardevoir? Pidgeot, Gardevoir. That's what I pick. Imagine. Pidgeot, Gardevoir. Imagine. Ooh. Broken deck. Broken deck. We just discovered it together. Uh-oh. Pidgeot, Gardevoir. Why hasn't anybody tried it yet? Hello? Broken deck alert. Alright. The match is going to take forever. Too close to the sun? Why? Why? It was only like a couple of years ago we were playing like Gardevoir EX with the regular Gardevoir, and we had Zacian V, and we had Lumineon, and we had all sorts. Scary? Well, being alive in this world is scary at times too. But it doesn't mean that we can't face our fears from time to time. Utada Hikaru taught me that. See, that's right. It's scary on these streets. But we'll manage. I don't want to put Clefairy out, because if it's just like a useless Pokemon in this matchup, it feels bad. We are going first, so it's fine, right? Okay. Is Clefairy good here? No, right? Anyway. Fan Rotom. I like it. Fan Call. I like it. Now, the unfortunate thing is I cannot get the Hoot Hoot out of the active. And I wouldn't have been able to with Lily's Clefairy either, so... yeah, GG, I guess. So I think we do something like this. Put the Mew down. Mew can't be bad. Yeah, it's gotta be Zard. It has to be. Then we just end. We might be cooked. Zenny, we might be cooked. Tell me anyway. Tell me anyway. Price checking is important. I'll make the exception for this deck then. Because I agree. I've been cooked. I've been burned way too many times. By not playing around. Like, playing other decks, let alone something like this. So. Alright. I'll prize check. Gosh. All the extra energy and we didn't hit one in our opening. You've just been thinking about it. I think about Zard sometimes. Actually, I saved a deck that I saw online. That I was like, hey, this looks like it could be alright. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. The 60 HP Charmander might be alright because of Budgie. Interesting theory. Interesting. Well, my opponent gets everything they want. Ooh. It's a good thing we're not terribly reliant on the Pidgeot. It's just very good. Sleeve up Gardevoir. Yeah, the deck is good. Raging Bolt, Pidgeot, or Gardevoir for locals this week. I mean, if I gotta pick, it's Gardevoir for sure. And if I'm feeling spicy, I'm putting Pidgeot in it. Nothing wrong with that. You think Pidgeot's broken? Yeah. If you can feasibly fit any card, any, like, Pidgeot into any deck, it would seem that way, for sure. Okay. What do I do? Ultra Ball. We've only taken one prize. So if I get in there with Terrapagos, they shouldn't be able to one-shot me with Charizard. So let's do that. Which means I want to keep these 3 cards. I'll get rid of Tower. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't get, like, Water Ogerpon going or something. What sound? What sound? Yeah, I went, Crispin time. I'm gonna do these 2. Wait, what does Crown Opal need? Not that I plan on using it, but... do this. Rod. I don't really want to put another Hoot back, but I guess I'll do it. What can Noctowl do for me here? Probably help us try and set up another... another Pidgey. And if I'm going to research next turn, I probably should just use it now. Oh, I forgot about Sparkling Crystal. Which is typical of me. I think double Nest Ball. I think double Nest Ball is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have Mew anyway as a 2-prize target. So I'm just going to put Pheasantipity down. See what I draw into, and then Nest Ball afterwards. Because we got to try and put Pokemon into play for the Terrapagos damage as well. So this is relatively sensible. Somewhat. You have enough Night Stretcher to have them both sleeved at the same time. I will say that 4 Stretcher is very good for Gardevoir. That's what I think. Well, that's annoying, but they had the knockout on Mew anyway, so whatever. 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 And then here we can grab Pidgeot before things get out of hand, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, it has to be Ultra Ball these two, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. Maybe I should Iono them, but it feels like they get what they want no matter what. I think I just lose next turn, which really sucks. Like, that really sucks. I think I lose no matter what, just because of the pace that they've played this game at. What the heck? Dude, that sucks. What? I got cooked. I got cooked. No. Wait, was Pikachu the out? Probably not. They probably still just have it. You know? They probably still just have it. Can I knock this out with a single prizer? No. Yeah, I think we just got mega cooked. What alternatives? Let me cook here for a second and get back to you. I feel like I have to use Ursaluna here. You know? Because I need something that's not about to get blasted by Charizard. But it's still going to. I'm going to take the prizes and I lose. That sucks. I guess I guess I'll just click attack and whatever. Whatever. I got cooked by Zod. What the heck? No chance. Apparently. So what were the knockouts? Oh yeah, they had Dusknoir at the beginning. Dang, they had Dusknoir. So I got cooked. One Klefki instead of boss. If you cut 2 stretcher and go 1 road, 1 boss. One rod is good. I agree with that. I think the other card should be a ball search card if you can. To go with the rod, if that makes sense. So like in the mid game, you rod, maybe you put back a Routes and a Drifloon or something, and then you can Buddy Poffin or something. I think that's what I would do. Yeah, yeah, so... Like, it might seem like overkill, but... Buddy Poffin. Just 1. Yeah. 1 to use in the mid-game. I could get behind that. Because part of what makes Stretcher, like, kind of good is that it puts the Pokemon directly into hands. So you need something with, like, stronger search power, I guess. Or, what if you tried, like, Brock's Protection? Yeah, it's also like having, like, the 1 VIP pass in your deck. And you just cook them. See, they're playing with their food because they could have got... Yeah, like, if we send up Ursaluna, we get blasted by Blaze Blitz anyway. So whatever. Don't know, Brock. Just try Poffin then, I guess. Clavel? What about Clavel? 40 poffins. Time to use one. How could I? Don't get on my case. Look, I just got blasted by Charizard. Don't get on my case about that. Blueberry. Hey? How are you, Blueberry? How did you do in your tournament? Let's run it back. I gotta get a win, and then we'll do the fit check. We've gotta get a win first. Okay, fair enough, Blueberry. Fair enough. How could I? Yeah, I guess. Not hard. Not hard, let me tell you. You won? Is that right, Blueberry? You're not kidding around. Oh, come on, Blueberry. I would believe it. I would believe it. That's alright. Will it into existence. I believe in you. I believe. I'm going to open the Mew in case for whatever reason I have to go Ditto, but I shouldn't. It should be okay. This weekend? Ooh, same weekend as Melbourne Regionals. Yeah, do you know the story of the boy who cried wolf, Zenny? Do you know that story? I gotta rein you and C. Baker in every time. Every time. Cheeky. Yeah, well, look. Now now the universal cooldown for crassness in chat has been activated. Speak to me again at 6:31 p.m. my time. Oh, not using Teal Dance. Oh, is this all grass? You can't just colon 3 and make it all go away. Alright. That's not how this works. Bolt. Bolt. Stop it, Cartus. Don't join in. Don't join in. Okay. So. Okay. Rotom. Bundle. Pidgey. Pikachu. Nest Ball. Want the hoot. So like the dream we'd be able to hit Terapagos, but it's fine. Let's restart. I feel like just attaching here and using Iono is good. Like, I'm not trying to get too silly with it, you know? Yes, you can. No. No. Okay, so, Fan Rotom. Boom. And so we want Pidgeotto, Noctowl, and I will take a Hoot Hoot. I think I'm just going to bundle and put the second Hoot down too. We just put up Rotom. Alright, and then we chill. Blueberry, you happy with your deck choice? Do you think it's gonna serve you well? We're gonna get there with the Sylveon? No last minute changes of heart, right? Not gonna change our mind. You've done everything you can. That's all anybody can ask. See if we're rewarded by the double hoot. We got Jacques, we got Candy, looking pretty good. Lightning energy in hand. We got a Crispin. Like, there's a lot that we can do here. The dream would be they just knock out the Rotom, swing in with the Pikachu. You know, what I might do is just go Lightning, Jacques, and then we'll grab a Noctowl. Noctowl gives us Ultra Ball and... Actually, Jacques gives us the Pidgeot. So we don't even have to go Ultra Ball. But we can get the Crystal and then an item of some description. Hey! 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 No. Annoying. 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 What does that mean? What do I have to do now? We need Latias. Latias is one of the cards that I want. So I'm going to do this first. If I can get... Oh. Hang on. I gotta cook for a minute. So... So what I really want here is I want Crystal and I want to use Boss. But then I have to retreat this somehow. And I don't have all the pieces in hand to make it work. So like the way I actually make this work is go Sparkling Crystal Ultra Ball. Oh, it's going to be a bit awkward. But this, to be able to use Boss's orders, I have to do it like this. So I'm going to do this. Ultra Ball. This. And Jacques. Sorry, Area 0 and Jacques. We grab ourselves... Ooh, no Pidgeot, huh? No Pidgeot. That's alright. So Noctowl gets Boss's orders. Yeah, a little unfortunate. No... Yeah... Noctowl gets Boss's orders and Nest Ball for Latias. Yeah. So it works, It just means we're not getting Pidgeot off this. So that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Lightning Energy. Is Latias in the deck? It is. What are we knocking out? Sparkling Crystal. Is it this? Is it this? It's got to be this, right? Knock out the Fez. It's got to be this. Boom.
Blueberry _ 166 just redeemed reviewer deck list.
You wanted Teal Mask? Maybe. Crown Opal is broken? Ooh, I didn't think about that. But I also, like, just don't want to give them a way to get ahead of us either. Yeah, we can have a look. We can have a look, Blueberry. Blueberry, you're going to be playing Sylveon in day 2. Because you're going to make day 2. Okay? Win on the prize trade with Opal. Yeah, it's kind of like you attack and knock out the Baby Bolt. And then they can't retaliate without also having boss's orders. So, yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're just going to try and win on prizes here. Maybe I could have played around Crown Opal. Never hurts to have a plan B. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hi, Christy. Welcome back. I was trying to send up the Latias. And there's not much to say about this turn. We're just going Crispin. Grass energy, and I suppose I'll take water. We must take 2 different types. And then we put the water in hand. Don't make that mistake. Attach the metal. Retreat. Topaz. And so they're on the clock now, right? They've got 1 turn to put this game away, or 1 turn to make it really difficult for us to win. Right? Because if they just swing... then we've got Nest Ball and Energy for Blood Moon. Yeah, break from Sylveon. Sylveon is very taxing for sure. Very taxing deck to have to play. It seems like. Like you are signing up for a game that's gonna take twice as long to finish as like other decks. Something I like about Terrabox is it's got all the options, but also it can just conclude a game in 3 turns if you want. So, not bad, huh? Do we have another boss's orders in the deck? Because I think the answer is no. I don't think that I do. So I think if they go the Fan Rotom route here, the way that we win is to try and set up Water Ogerpon. We've only used 1 Crispin. So odds are that both of these are not Crispin. So we should be okay. Where did it go? I don't know, but I've got some if you need some. I got some Psychic Energy. I'll just express mail it. Okay, Candy. So thankfully we've got the Area 0. We've got the Area 0. We've got the Candy. We got the Nest Pool. Ogerpon will win the game for us. Yeah, we got Crispin in there. Oh, also we have boss's orders anyway. So, but also we can't boss and Crispin in the same turn. So this just, I have water in hand. Oh, I don't have a way to get all the energy down. So I guess the way that I'm doing it is just Ursaluna, right? Yeah. Oh, that's also not gonna work. Oh, it's not gonna work either. That's not gonna work either. I thought that I could do this. I forgot that the crystal was on Pikachu. So what am I gonna do now? Probably just knock this out, right? Because this is kind of like a GG card as well. Let's think. Got Pidgeot. Yeah, maybe we can put down Pheasantipity as well, just to give ourselves a bit more, staying power on the board. Because we're, a fair way ahead. We're a fair way ahead. I'll put the grass here. And then we put them to 1. Okay. So a bit of an error in judgment there. I guess I assumed that they would find the 2-prize knockout in response. So I was playing around the idea of being able to use Ursaluna. And of course, the way Ursaluna works is that it can only do the Blood Moon for the discounted cost if my opponent takes the prizes. I wonder... Yeah, even if I used Crispin, it wouldn't be enough for Blood Moon to work. They just haven't taken enough prizes. So I guess we'll see what happens. Like, not an easy position for them to navigate. I've only got the 1 prize left to take, so... We'll see. Hey, Currency. How are you? Actually, I think, like, one of the worst things for us would be if they just committed to this attack on Rotom. Because having that energy in play means I can E-switch. But I can't do that if the Rotom gets knocked out. On the other hand, if they do knock out the Fan Rotom, I can Crispin. Assuming that I've got the alternating energy remaining in the deck. That's the other assumption. We'll see. We're almost there. We're almost there. They're looking, they're thinking, and they're looking. Where there's a will, there's a way, but, this endgame doesn't look very good for them. The minute they take a prize is the minute that Ursaluna could be active, so... Not to mention, like, Pikachu could also just get it done as well, if I have the right energy remaining. I'm not sure if I do, though. That's the problem. Boss? Okay. Just knock out a Hoot Hoot. That is fantastic. Because I can just E-switch. Pretty sure. Let's do it right. We'll do it right. Double E-switch. Quick search. Yeah, that's true. I can attack with the bear now too. So a bit unnecessary, but we'll just make sure that the things are done correctly. Okay, we put it away. Didn't even need that last turn, but it's all good. Welcome, Christy. You're more than welcome. Okay, finally, we put a game away. Very good. God of War sleeved. I lent my God of War cards to a friend of mine who's down in Melbourne at the moment for regionals. So it would be awesome if he gets day 2 with, well, it's a marriage of our cards, so to speak, but a lot of it is mine. A lot of it is mine. Okay, fit check, question mark? Fit check. So, as the stream title suggests, I got some new clothes. One sec. I've got to move my chair out of the way. So, one sec. I'll be right back. I gotta move the chair. Otherwise we won't be able to do fit check. Just try and put the chair to the side. Okay. So here's the hoodie. I'm sort of like, I do not have a lot of room. But here's the hoodie from this side. And then from the back. Very cool. So, senpai.jp, who do all the hoodies that I wear on stream, they opened their online store for 24 hours, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get something this time. So, this is what I got. You can have one more look. Oh, one more thing too. So very cool. You wanna get a tattoo like that? You mean like the lettering? Oh, around her neck? This is the lines. Hang on. Actually, I've got screenshot. Oh. I'm just like trying to sit back down. I do not have a lot of space here. The green screen that I use is like right up against my chair. So room here is a premium. Believe me. Believe me. So let me find it. The hoodie. So that's what it looks like. I see what you mean, like the dashes. Also, okay, I love the noughts and crosses on the forehead. Big forehead characters are like I really enjoy that design trope. I like characters with big foreheads. And so there's a little bit extra to show off too, because when I opened the package, they fit in a bunch of like little extras. So I got these two little trinkets here. So they're I guess they're from, I think it's the anime is called Tokyo Revengers. I think that's the anime. So I got those for free, which was nice. And I got a couple of stickers too. What are these stickers? She got the choker and the purple shirt, and the rings and the bands and stuff. It's from Berserk. Are you sure, Blueberry? They don't look like Berserk characters to me, especially that character in particular. I'm pretty sure is from Tokyo Revengers. Like they've got bleached hair. I don't think very many to any characters have like bleached hair in Berserk. And they also, so they shipped it in this really neat looking bag. Look at this. Wait, what's this? I have to sort of like pull it apart. Yeah, it's a cool design. So all got shipped in this bag. And it's got instructions on in the corner about what not to do. Basically, don't put your head in the plastic bag. It's a choking hazard. So very cute packaging that it came in. And they also, look, the one other thing that they put in the bag was a lanyard, which I'm not comfortable showing on stream. Let me just put it that way. I would not use it outside. Okay? And you can take from that what you will. So like I like their designs, but some of their clothing items, some of the things that they design probably, you know, might be fun around the house. Maybe not like in public. DM it to you. Perhaps. So I like this hoodie because it's very it's got like the fun designs that they do, but it's demure. Like I can wear this around like anywhere, and it's like it's subtle, but like if you look at it, it's actually pretty cool. It's got like, you know, it's got the crosses, it's got the scissor lines over the heart, I guess. Cross my heart. Is that what that means? Is the heart on the left or the right side? I forget. Don't forget the redeem. Ooh, yeah, we can do that now. Because it seems like it's taking a while to come through. You're double dipping! Come on, Blueberry. Come on. Alright. I'll wait. The stream will wait for you. The stream will wait for you. Ignore that one. Wait, but you redeemed it ages ago. Come on, Blueberry. What's going on? What's going on, Blueberry? Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, trying out Zoroark. I just, like, haven't played it yet. So I might just try your list. I might just try it. Oh, that's so annoying. I have to... Okay, max. Do that. Ends Castle. Oh. That quack scared me. Hi, Ghost. Blue Zoro. So let's have a look at Blueberry's Zoroark list. And, Kimachi, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. We're on the journey to 1,900 followers. And it's going to take a while, knowing the pace at which I'm able to accumulate fellow humans that enjoy the Pokemon card game and much more than that enjoy the way that I present it on the internet. It's going to take a while, but thank you so much. Zoroark. So, we got 3 of the EX. We've got 1 illusory hijacking for the 60 times attack for each of their EX Pokemon. Very good. It's funny, because to run this Zoroark, you have to run the non-End Zorua as well. So we're looking at a 3-3 Zoroark. Got the 3-2 Darmanitan. Got the Reshiram, Ursaluna, Budju. Okay. 100% cut the Sigilif. I cannot stress to you enough that there is... I cannot justify this card at all. I cannot. I know that you like it, and I know you've got your reasons for wanting to run it. Please cut this card. Please cut this card. Having this in a deck where... Well, what I mean is, like, card space in decks is so precious that I can't justify this. I just can't. I can't. So I will say this over and over. I do not think that victory symbol is a very good attack. Yeah. Like, if you're at 1 prize to win, just attack with Zoroark. The fun factor? Okay, well, look, if it's fun factor, if you want fun factor, Purloin. Wait, I can't spell Purloin, apparently. Get them with the Thieving Swipe. Get them with the Thieving Swipe. Play as Zerosic. Play ends Purloin. I could get behind that. I could get behind it. But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to be on your case about it, because, like, if you believe in it, you know, fair enough, fair enough. It's my personal opinion, and it is the deck list review, so, I find Sigilif to be very difficult to justify. I also think a victory symbol is a really disappointing attack for this card. I really wish that it... Like, I don't mind the theme of this attack, like taking a prize in a way that's a bit unexpected. I just wish it did it, like, a little bit differently. Because even if End Sigilif, like, victory symbol did not have this restriction, I think it still wouldn't be played. Unfortunately. But that's fine. And then if we have a look at the rest of the cards in the deck, I think that... Okay, Black Belt's training is alright. I like that. Maximum Belt is interesting. It would be unexpected. I'm not sure that it's a TM devolution deck. I get wanting to devolve things like Dragapults and whatnot. Like, that makes sense. I like the energy, that's fine. But, yeah, I don't know about this. And then I also think that this should be a 4/4. End Zoroark being like the cornerstone of the deck as both your attacker and your draw engine, it deserves to be a 4/4. Yeah, I've come up against other people playing the Hooper. But how do you use Hooper in this deck? I like that illusory hijacking can make use of reversal energy, but I don't understand how you get the Hooper online. How do you get this to work? For Corner Pawn? True. So, some kind of non-ability answer to that. Makes sense. E-switch. So you'd have to make room for E-switch. But yeah, look, there's some feedback for you, I guess. Yeah, also Zoroark can deal with Corner Pawn too. Cornerstone Mask. So like I like this, and it's thematical too, right? You got Zoroark's big brother, the N Zoroark EX. You've got the 1/1 Zoroark, and you got Darmanitan, you know, doing all the things. Given that you've got this in the deck too, it almost begs a third reversal. But it's not strictly necessary either. I like Black Belt. I like Maximum Belt. I can get behind these. We like N's Castle. And we like N's PP up. But I guess what I wish this was a 4 of. I wish this was a 4/4. And yeah, like you're most of the way there then. You know? You're most of the way there. Does all that make sense, Blueberry? Kind of a waste? But it's good though. Maybe an opponent like doesn't notice it's the non-N Zorua. Maybe they don't notice, right? And then you suddenly evolve it into the non-EX Zoroark. You get them. Never felt the need for it. Let me ask you a question, Blueberry. Have you ever had a game where you wish you drew another Zoroark EX? Or have you ever had a game where you lost because you couldn't get your Zoroark EXs on time? Because that's the question. If you've ever... You've lost games with this deck, I'm sure, because it doesn't matter what deck anybody plays ever, you're going to lose games with Pokemon cards, but... So if you ever, like, whiff on setting up the Pokemon, then, yeah, it's kind of like... You know, having multiple Zoruas lets you get multiple Zoroark EXs. It just makes life really easy for you. But look, if it's working for you, I'm not gonna naysay it. Yeah, that's fine. You're allowed to play it. You're allowed to play this deck any which way you want. I'm just gonna give you my opinion, which is I think that the cuttable cards, TM Devo. I think that you could cut. N Sigilif. And you can maybe cut one Ends Daramaka. If you cut those 3 cards, you got space for other things. You'll make me believe in it? Never. Never. I refuse. I refuse. I'll play one game of it in casual. We'll play one game with your list. And see how it goes. Well, it is funny. I will definitely co-sign that. It is a funny way to win. Very, very funny way to win. But, like, I just think... So, like, I think most of the time, if it was just, like, another boss's orders or something, it ends up being better for you. I hope opening the Zorui here is not a mistake. Because I've got nothing. Maybe I should put Ends Reshiram up. I don't know. Oh, Zenny, you want to throw down? Alright. Alright, we'll play. What should I do with these stickers? What should I do with it? I want to put stickers on the mic, like I could wrap it around it. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, Alexi. I just got this hoodie today. I got it in the mail. Get more stickers. I have a stack of stickers that are unused at the moment. I'm waiting for the next thing to sticker bomb. Darwin stickers, I've got too many already. I've got too many. You can give me some? Alright, I'll get some off you next time I see you. Okay? Next time I'm strolling through your part of the woods, I'll hold you to it. I'll be like, Zenny, do you remember that time that you were like, I'll give you some stickers? And you'll be like, yeah, I keep them in my pocket just in case. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I could sticker bomb the side of the microphone. Lexi, how are you? What's going on with you, huh? What are you up to? Okay, I am dead. I am dead. Yeah, I'm doing alright. We're hurtling towards the end of the week. And I've got a wedding to attend. That's fun. I'm going to look a little bit more suited up than this. I'm not going to be wearing this to the wedding. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, just gaming. Unfortunately, not coming down to Melbourne. Will not be down there. So we'll have to hang out next time. Alright, next time I go to Melbourne, I'll give you some advance notice. Okay. We'll both take $100 out of the bank each. We'll head down to the Crown.
Sora!
And we'll play, I don't know, play some blackjack, play some roulette. $100 probably last you about 5 minutes in there, to be honest. Yeah. My wife has good luck at that casino. She put all her money. Well, she didn't put all her money. She put money on like one square, in roulette, and won. And so it was not like a huge amount because like if you're pardon my Australian, pissing away money on just singular bets on roulette, you're just gonna have no money immediately. But, and I don't mean to like talk about gambling on a live stream about a children's card game, but yeah. So the counter resets for you, Zenny. You can okay. You already got ahead of me. All right, so she won enough to buy like a really nice jacket from Superdry. Yeah. Is Lex allowed in the casino? That's funny. Too depressed for a wedding? That's fair. That's fair. I also just don't like going outside sometimes. I do not... Sometimes I do not wish to be perceived. I just want to be, you know, a gremlin at my computer. Adding another 100 hours to Slay the Spire or something. The worst. It's the worst. Dude, come on. It's been 5 minutes. What are we doing? What are we doing? You want to be good at Slay the Spire? I can teach you. I can teach you. Ah, the Lexi lore comes out, huh? The lexicon... The lexicon lore. Teach you? Yeah, what you do is you just add every single card that you see to your deck and spam them at the enemies until you win. Alright? All gas, no brakes. Don't worry about it. And if you do that enough times, you might win 1 in 100 runs. But yeah, we can play some Slay the Spire on stream. We can. Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea, Lexicon. I had no idea. Some interesting lore. Oh, we got the imposter. We got the imposter, Zorua. Dude, what is going on with my opponent's board? What is this? What is this? Why? What are we... Oh, okay. We used trumpet. We sounded the horn. I don't understand my opponent. What are you? What are you doing? Are you a giraffe? Are you a cat? I don't know. I did not eat your bravery charms, but I am hungry. Could that be a cereal brand? Bravery charms? I've played a lot of Slay the Spire. I have only gotten Ascension 20 with one of the characters, Defect. Defect is also probably the worst of all of them, but I like Defect. My favorite character in that game. Molding? I'm not molding. I'm not molding. I'm just incredulous. Okay? Incredulous. Might try a fourth Zoroark. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Because, yeah, you can see the deck is just falling apart for me. It's okay. When we have a game like this, it's yap time. We can just yap. Because, what, my opponent is on their third turn. They've got 12 minutes left. They got 12 minutes left. They're finally putting it together here. They're finally putting it together. You play as the bosses descending the spire? That's hilarious. Ah. I must admit, I haven't played with all the modded stuff, and I know that there's a lot of it for Slay the Spire. I just like the base game. I like the base game. Is any of the declaration of war against Baker, which I think is probably typical for a live stream at this point. Probably new, yeah, or playing on like a phone or something. Yeah, it'd be like a workshop mod, right? Or not? Dude, this game's taking too long. I'm out. I'm out. Well, look, that was going to be a very slow way to lose. If they're playing that quickly, I'm just, yeah. Let's play Pokemon cards. Okay. I like talking with you. Oh. Would chat like a treat? Does anybody here like a treat? Does anybody want a treat? We can open one of these. It's a Series 6-pack. I've never opened one, so I don't know what to expect in this. I don't know what to expect. We'll open it while we wait for a match. Because I'm at that rank now where it takes forever to find a game at my rating. Humble brag. Okay. Didn't do the ASMR opening, my apologies. It's been a little while. Okay. So let's see what we get. Fight you? Oh yeah, we were gonna play. My bad. I'll do this pack opening first though. It's got the Carmine. Bug catching set. It looks a bit weird because of the green screen. Wait. That's better. So we got the bug catching net. Ooh, we got a Noctowl. We like the esports Noctowl. Look at that. Clean. Oh! Oh, now that's money. Tell me you don't want a shiny border Dracloak. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Woo! Genesect. We got Genesect. Very nice. Ace Nullifier. Very cool to have as a one-off. Very cool. And then the last card will just be an energy. We got the esports lightning. Very nice. Dang, these cards look beautiful. The Genesect and the Dracloak. Seeing them in front of me, like not through a camera screen, but like actually looking at them. They're awesome. The I don't know what they call this holo pattern. Cosmic? I can't remember, but it's very, very nice. Very nice. Stamped Reggie Drago. Well, you'd be right at home in Japan. Because I don't know if anybody's seen the results of their expanded format, City League, or whatever tier event it was. But almost every player in top 16 was on Reggie Drago. It was a crazy amount. It was a crazy amount. Okay, Zenny. What do you want the matchup to be? Do you want me to play your deck? Do you want me to play your deck? Or am I playing something different? I could play Gardevoir into you. I don't mind Gardevoir. What are you thinking? Play Terrabox? Alright. You pick. You pick. Pick one of the decks that you want to play this weekend. Pick a deck. Lexi, are you here? Are you hanging out? Good luck, Zenny. Lexi, when are we going to do a collab stream? I could teach you how to play, you know, a deck that you might be interested in live or something. It could be a whole thing. Shut up, Seabaker. Shut up. Shut up. It's like we would both get a little bit of something out of it. Like, so like I really like the idea of doing coaching streams. And I think they would work best with somebody who might be, you know, used to being on the mic, I guess, or having like that awareness about them. So I think it would be really good to do that with you. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the Mew down. Wait, what am I playing against? Zeddy! Zeddy! What are you playing? Because this could be a couple of decks. Zeddy! Alright, I'm gonna put down Mew. Bolt? Okay. I really want to keep the bear, but I don't think I can. So I'm going to do this. Grab the Rotom. Now I'm doing what Zenny suggested, which is actually prize check. Okay. Rotom. Fan Call. Hoot. Pidgey. Noctowl. Right? No, we already have a Noctowl. So we'll just grab another Hoot. 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 Pidgey. Grass Energy on the Pikachu. Draw one card with Restart. Okay. Did you say something, Seabaker? It would be awesome fun. Alright, well, I will invade your Discord or something at some point and message you, and we'll do a thing. Like, I think it would be like a really cool, you know, multi. You could make like a few videos out of it. This happens a lot in fighting games. It's always like There'll always be like streamer events where it'll be like games from a lot of different categories. And so the streamer, like the bigger streamers will team up with, like they all will, right? But streamers will often team up with content creators that are like focused in like the games. So for example, it'll be like Street Fighter, somebody like Brian F or Diaphone or whoever will teach whoever it is trying to learn the game. And it becomes interesting because it's like entertaining. People get to watch their favorite cartoon character on YouTube do the thing. But also it's like educational. So you come away from it feeling like you've learned something. Yeah, Say Jam Slam is a good example of that. Zenny giving us the play-by-play. The baby bolt is prized. That's fantastic news for us. So yeah, I'll go figure out where you live on the internet, Lexicon, and then I'll message you or something. Or you can send me whatever you like, well, within reason, on Discord. You can check me out. And that invite link is of course for everybody here. If you'd like to hang out between streams, please feel free. Let's do this. Wait. How? So I want to do this. We're kind of sad about this. So I want a Noctowl for the Area 0. But then I don't know what to get on as like our other card. I'm also sort of inclined just to research the hand, but it feels like a waste. Candy Jacques. Candy Jacques gets us there. This works. Candy Jacques, right? Wait, I have to get rid of the tower. I can still do it. I can still do it. It means that I have to double Noctowl. I have to double Noctowl, but I can do it. I have to double Noctowl, but I can do it. I could Crispin here too. Yeah. Because what I need is Area 0. It's too bad. What should I grab? Maybe Nest Ball. Maybe Nest Ball here is good. It could also just be Crispin, like just put it in hands. I'm like kind of down for Nest Ball because I can put down Pheasantipity. Yeah, already shocked. Alright, no Fez. I guess I'll put down another Hoot. And then we'll quick search. Metal Energy. Draw with the restart. Topaz. I didn't really want to double Noctowl for it, but it got us there in the end. And it puts us on pace to win. Losing a Noctowl is like kind of awkward, but should be okay. And then Pikachu, of course, is a very awkward Pokemon for the Raging Bolt to deal with. Area 0 Crispin, didn't have to double knock. Well, then in that case, I also wouldn't have had to go Area 0. I could have just gone Crispin. But I was trying to get Pidgeot as well, I guess. I don't know. I sort of did get everything I wanted. So I'm not terribly unhappy. So the Pikachu would have had the grass energy attached, right? I attached it to the Pikachu. So it's true, I could have just played the Noctowl for... It's because I was trying to get Pidgeot into play this turn as well, so that I didn't have to try and find it next, like, on a following turn. It blows that it's just about to get knocked out, though. And see, like, the thing that hurts extra hard here is that we also lost, or not lost, but we didn't have Pheasantipity in the deck. I wouldn't feel so bad about this if I had Pheasantipity. But we do not. That is the reality that we're living in, so we're just going to have to figure it out. Researching this hand seems like it would be bad. But I don't know what to do. Nest Ball? Let's have a look. Clefairy would be great if I could use it. But I just don't have a way to get the Crispin. I can't get this hand below the amount needed for restart either. Ooh, Ogerpon for Dig is a good idea. That did not occur to me at all. That did not occur to me. That's a good idea. Because it's also E-switch potentially as well. So, game on, I think. Game on. I have to research the hand. I can't play this down because I don't want to lose the opportunity to go E-switch onto Pikachu. Almost. Dang. Dang, dude. Is there anything left here? Huge brick. This is a Terra box, Digi. I'm gonna move the energy to the Pikachu and leave it at that. I was gonna look very silly if I drew an energy alongside these cards, because you know, potentially it's a Psychic and potentially Lily's Clefairy would have got us there, but yeah, no good. No Pheasantipity is tragic. No! No, Zenny, don't do it! Get cooked. The counter. And she had the boss. Not a lot I can do. Other than attack the Slitherwing with Fan Rotom, I guess. Can't disrupt the hands. Don't have energy to draw the Ogerpon. So all I can do is this? Oh, I could have... Oh, no! I didn't think about sob. I could have sobbed. Instead, I'm sobbing IRL. Oh, man. I didn't think about Ogerpon at all. I didn't think about it at all. Should've gone the sob play. Dang. We got cooked. Yeah. Zenny's no joke. The deck that I'm playing is a Zenny special too. Hey, shut up. Shut up. Don't laugh. I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked. And it's not good. Has Zenny run out of ways to gust? Okay. Enjoy your one prize knockout. Enjoy. Can I get Ursaluna back, please? Imagine table space. I've played formats with eight card boards. If you come from Pokemon Pocket and you saw this, you'd be like, "What the heck is going on?" What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna Earthen Vessel. Ditto. And we're gonna look for a miracle. We're gonna look for a miracle. Wait, if I draw Crispin, if I draw energy here, or draw it out, is that bad? Because, like, if I draw a Crispin, I then can't use it. But I don't think Crispin on its own is enough to win me the game anyway, so we'll just do this. I don't know what the answer is going to be, but I'm going to have to look for one. What does Ultra Ball do? Ultra Ball gives me Iono, and then I can attach energy and sob with Ogerpon. That's one way. No, I need to get a bit more creative. So my plan is to try and trap Pheasantipity eventually. This last bench space has to be for Latias. I also need to Ultra Ball to get the Noctowl for Ionu. I'm going to get rid of Terapagos, which I really don't want to do. So I have to get rid of Pidgeotto. And then all of these cards are good. Wait, I should be using Crown Opal to try and win. Oh, my bad. I should be using Crown Opal. I'm realizing now. So throwing the Terapagos away was a bit of a waste. My bad. I can rod these cards back though. I really need energy back. So maybe like, do we want Ursaluna? No, I think Terapagos gets us there before anything else, right? So I need grass, water, and lightning. So I'll grab back the water and the lightning. Pikachu is the other way out here too, but I would have to get rid of the energy, which I can't really afford to do now that I've used up Super Rod. I really want to put this down. I really want to put this down. No, actually, if they're going to, if Zenny's gonna trap me, it'll be the Noctowls. So I think I just Ionu here and leave that spot open. Yeah, I have Night Stretcher too. Anyway. Boss E-switch off the Noctowl. And use Clefairy? I doubt it. They've got one prize left to take. I really want to play the energy this turn. But I can't. I don't know, they just assault landing a Hoot Hoot and win. That's what I think. Hey, Kenny. I had my water today. But thank you for the reminder. It's just like the hand was too big. The hand was way too big. There's no... Well, there's one boss. Dude, come on. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. No! Alright, GG's. We got cooked. I just always believe that this deck has a way to win. How does she get the energy into play? She just uses one of like the 10 cards in hand to accelerate energy into play and then just win. You know, Noctowl into Sada into like having 280 damage represented on the board. So like I have to try and win while also stopping her from winning. So that's I don't want to attack and then hope that Zenny doesn't have a response. I have to try. As the architect, you may, Zenny, you may. To the winner go the spoils, I suppose. Dang it, I got cooked. Didn't play it correctly. It doesn't matter whether she did or she didn't. What matters is that she could have. It's like a possibility. I don't know the list, so it's a possibility. She could have had it and in an enormous hand. So I've got to play around the idea that I've got to stop her from winning whilst also formulating a game plan. So my game plan was eventually to try and trap the Pheasantipity and then go for a 3-prize turn with Water Pond. Yeah, after I discarded the Terapagos, I realized my mistake. I realized. And I definitely just had the goods in hand to make a good turn of it too. Because, like, I drew all my Crispin out after that Iono. So if I had kept the Terapagos instead of discarding it and discarded the Clefairy instead, it would have worked out. Matters to you? Whatever. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna ask all of you to fire up OBS and play this with me in chat, pointing every single mistake out, okay? Alright, fire up OBS. Go on. Hurry up. Ooh, we could have a really, really good turn here. Wait, can we? No. It's like almost really good, but not quite. Not quite. We do this. Nest ball. Candy. Crystal. What am I missing? I have no idea. No grass Ogerpon. One water Ogerpon. Make it so the Rotom can't escape. And now, if nothing else, we'll get a two-prize turn between Rotom and Hoot Hoot. Yeah, well, that was molding, Cloudflow. That was definitely molding. Because I gotta sit here and defend myself. I feel like I played it correctly. You're all going to say... Or, like, my idea was the way I wanted to play it. But I don't care. I'm saying that I played it the way that I wanted to play it. I had an idea. I didn't execute it as well as I could have. The mistake that I made with the decision that I made, which I made with incomplete information, is that I should have benched the Terapagos. Yeah, I definitely should have played the Terapagos. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Sylveon? Really? Okay. Bruh. Seeing as we've got the Noct in hand, we'll just play it like this. Do I like this? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. And we can just swing for 100 here. That seems good. Good enough. Because they're not one-shotting the Ogerpon. So that's fine. Keep the energy and make them think. In hindsight, maybe I had a better chance just attacking with the Clefairy. In hindsight, but... I don't know. I don't know. Setting up... the, I should just be attacking the Sylveon here. I think that's what I should be doing. I'm gonna Ultra Ball. I'll get rid of... Clefairy is, like, kind of good, because... Clefairy is a very, like, cheap attacker. Actually, to be honest, I could attack with Clefairy here, but... Ooh, it might actually be Clefairy. No Terapagos. We'll do it like this. Knocked. So we want Candy and possibly E-Switch? It's possibly E-Switch here? Or it can't be Crispin because I think all my psychic energies are... Yeah. They're all attached. So I can't do it that way. So E-Switch Candy. Clefairy. I'm also assuming that this is enough. I'm assuming a lot here. Yeah, 200. Vice does basic math. Do we like Crispin or no? What's good? I'm going to take the Area 0 and then just hold it. Because I want it for next turn. And then, like, I don't want to play the Crispin just because. So I'm just going to attack with Full Moon Rondo. and we'll see what the response is. Finally, someone on my side. Millie and Zenny, my strongest soldiers. And Seabaker just being a delight as usual. Just being a delight. Yeah, you and everybody else, X Factor. Everybody. Alright, goodbye, Pidgeot. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And then we just draw the Pidgey off the top. Hilarious. Pidgey. Nest Ball. And it's just probably Hoot Hoot again. To make sure that we can get the goods. Okay. And I'm hesitant to attach this. I don't really want to attach it. Just because they could just target the Ogerpon and then I lose 2 energy for nothing. So I think I'll just chill, swing for 180 with Rondo, and now they've got a nothing hand. Like they've got 1 card to work with this top deck. Yeah, I'm a believer of this deck now, whereas I wasn't before. It's just. So it's a lot for me to wrap my head around this deck and all the different things that it can do. I haven't played it enough to fully pass, like, all the things in the moment. So, like, I rely a lot on more, like, core fundamentals of the game. Like what the decision that I ended up making on that turn, where I felt like it wasn't enough to just knock out the Pokemon in front of me, or whatever. I needed to try and, like, disrupt Zenny at the same time as soul blocking to stop her from winning. That's what I felt. Maybe when you grow up. Don't let this game intimidate you. Don't let me be the one that makes you wonder whether you're cut out to play this game. Cause you know. I'm gonna do this. Can I get something from this turn? Can I should just go for the knockout, right? So I think I'm gonna do this. We're gonna hold the Noctowl. Because next turn I potentially win off Noctowl for boss. Right? One way or the other, right? Whether it's Clefairy dragging up Mew, or if Clefairy gets knocked out, we stretch her for the energy to attach to Ogerpon. Possibly should have used Crispin there too, but I'm kind of just holding on to my resources. Yeah, it definitely fits the toolbox moniker for sure. Zenny, could you stop crying piss for once? Stop lying about me. Stop lying about me. Stop it. Not that old. Nothing wrong with being 43 either. Wait, to be playing it for 43 years. Okay, there's a lot of... Let's pretend that Pokemon has existed for that long. But even if I had, then I'd be in my mid-50s. Shut up. Shut up. Yes, well, I was keenly aware that you were sitting in the gallery there, X Factor, so that's why I phrased it the way that I did. Okay, we should be able to wrap this up. Attach the grass, knocked out for boss. GG's. Okay, please. Please, please, please. Thank you. Pump. Not only do Pokedads play, but Pokeparents are some of the most ferocious opponents that you'll play in Swiss. I've lost to many Pokemoms and dads. They're all very, very strong. Thank you, Christy. And here's why, right? Here's why parents are so good at the game. Shut up, Lexi. Shut up. They're so good because their kids are so good. And why that translates so much is, okay, kids who want to be, who decide, like, I will be good at Pokemon cards. They're so good at, as you know, kids are like sponges for information. And so it's not just like matchup knowledge, card text, like all that stuff, but also learning the rules for like how to be good at the game and how to be accurate and clean with your plays and all that sort of thing. They will drill their parents like crazy to make sure that they're really, really solid at the game, as good as them. And so the parents who are kind of like, well, I'll play because, you know, my child is playing and like maybe I'll get some packs and I can give the packs to my kid or whatever. You sit across from them and they're the you know, the warrior that has practiced the one weapon 10,000 times, right? They're the fighter that's practiced the same punch 10,000 times. They're so good. And like they could be playing a deck that's like, maybe they played it 6 months ago to help their kid like prepare. And like the deck may no longer be that good, but because they've mastered it to the nth degree, they just put it together so effortlessly. They're so good. I've lost to many a Pokemon and dad over the years. Goth Lady Toad. Don't put any ideas into the universe, Annie. You do this to your dad now and you're 28. That's fine. That's really cool that you've got a parent that'll play with you. You got a Tusk list? Put it in the Discord, and I'll look at it after this game. I'm on. I want to keep the momentum. Keep the momentum. So there. 3-3 to Dunsparce, 4 Tusk. I mean, it's got all the trainers that you expect. It looks good. I'd probably like another capsule maybe, but it's not that important. I don't really know how to evaluate that deck at the moment. But it might be a bit better now that Dust Noir is pretty absent from the metagame. I like it. Not enough room? Fine. Trauma from Chimpow Mommies? Shut up, Seabaker, shut up. Shut up. You want a Swiss roll? Military? Is that a sweet? Or is it savory? Sweet? Well, we've opened with the right Pokemon. We got the Clefairy. But I wonder if I have to go into... So, this might be a Ditto game? I don't know. This might be a Ditto game, though. We might have to put Ditto down. I think it's Ditto. I've got double Noctowl in hand. Ditto, Hoot, and I kind of want Pidgeotto. Now, the thing that is a bit disappointing about this hand is that I have to Ultra Ball the Noctowl and Energy to get Latias. But that is... As a great man once said, the price of freedom is steep. Okay. We transform. We go into Ogerpon. Okay. Attach an energy. And now we're cooking. What do you do? What do you do? As the Budju, what do you do? Like, okay. Swing for 10. Big deal. I'm going to hit them with a Torrential Pump and be like, try again. The only thing that would have made that turn better is a... the thing that would have made the turn better is Bundle. But it's alright. It's okay. I'm a little disappointed by the Iono. That's alright. I think I'm researching. I think I'm gonna research. Do I just sob?
Is this the answer you've been looking for?
Winter, help! Help! Do I play the research? Help! Everybody who's come across from Winter's raid. Help! Help! Quick! Quick! Do I play it? Yes or no? Just send it? Nah, I'll play the conservative route. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. I can't. I can't. I'm too scared. Thanks so much for the raid. Winter, you've been on the you've been on the trail lately, gaming. It's a good time to come back and play a bit of Pokemon cards, you know, fresh off the rotation. Don't have to worry about those yucky F-block cards. Ew, gross. Grinding Blissey. Yeah, buddy. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Big body Blissey. We love it. Okay. We simply annihilate the Dracloak. Right? We just do it like this. I do not have a water energy. Oh.
That was truly cringe.
I forgot. Just research? Yeah, okay. I'll just do it. Ah, wait. Noctowl? Yeah. Oh, baby. Here we go. Yeah. Woohoo. Oh, yes. And we got the Area 0. And we got the Area
Skill
0.
issue.
No, no, no. Not a skill issue at all. Not a skill issue. Area 0. And we got the Hoots. And we got the Fez. And we got the Crystal. Now we pump. We don't put the Pikachu down. That would be silly. We don't do that yet. Yes, we shuffle the energy. Yes, we will knock out the Dracloak. Everyone say goodbye. Bye, Budgie. Bye, Dracloak. Okay. Okay, remember, if you're ever in doubt, just full send. Full send. How we doing, gamers? Found the water? Yeah, better late than never, huh? Better late than never.
Bruh.
Yeah, yeah, Millie. Yeet. Goodbye. Please don't be a Charizard. Good. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. No! How? No! Okay. I have a Pikachu. I have a Pikachu. That's not good. We get rid of this and this. That's not good. Any ideas, gamers? Any ideas? Any strats? I think it's just swing with Pikachu, right? Well, I can't even necessarily do that. Bro. I guess maybe I could attack with one prize attacker. E-switch won't be enough. I don't have an energy in play. No Iron Leaves, no. Nest Ball has to be part of the solution here. Wait, Ogre-Pon. Wait. Ogre-Pon. Yeah, I didn't think about the Ogre-Pon. But the Ogre-Pon could show us the way. This could be the way forward. So, we dance. Dude. Dude. No way. It was like the one card we needed. I think literally no other card gets us there, right? Literally no other card. That's crazy. Vessel? Yeah, true. So, like, if we got Vessel or even Noctowl, we had an out, but that was still pretty hype. I'll put Mew down as well. In case I need to draw out. Dang. Get cooked. Get cooked, Pult. Yeah. The Mew and the Pheasantipity to stop an Iono to 2. We got Crispin, but unfortunately all our energies are in hand. So I need the hand to go away. So if there was ever a time that we actually wanted our opponent to play Iono, it's now. And then we just we draw the Crispin. Whatever. Very eloquently put, Zenny. Very eloquently put. When you do cool stuff with it, you feel cool. Indeed. Yeah. LFG indeed. Okay. We discard an energy for some reason. We're rotting the energy back for a future Crispin. Is that it? If we can find out other Ogre-Pon, there's a world where we win if they don't evolve. Okay, well, we can just beat it up with Clefairy, I guess. I assume that Clefairy does enough damage with this many Pokemon in play, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Yeah. So let's do it right. Just make sure that the right energies are in deck, and they are. And then we just Crispin. GG. Wow. Nice. Nice. Well, look, that could be the game. That could be the game, because that had a pretty hype turn in the middle of it. So, if that ends up being the game, for the YouTube review, for the deck profile, thank you all so much for being here. I play this game all the time.
Boom.
Been playing for a long time. And I'm always learning. As you can see, if you tune into my streams, for every good game of Pokemon cards I play pretty terrible ones too. I've got a lot to learn. So thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Millie, you ruined it! You played the sound effect! No! No! Pretty funny though. Cheeky. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the deck profile. We'll do a deck profile now. How am I going to get all these deck profiles done? I've got a wedding to go to on the weekend. I'm not going to... Look, my Saturday night, I'm not going to be editing. That's for sure. I'm not going to be editing. Winter, thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that game of Pokemon cards we just played. Have a good rest. It must be late where you are, so take care. Everyone say goodnight, Winter. Everyone say goodnight, Winter. Yeah, GG's. GG's. Okay, you lot. We're looking at... Okay, what Pokemon do we think is most representative of this deck? I'm going to put Ogerpon, Waterpon. Because... Dang, Waterpon is good, huh? Water Ogerpon is good, this card. There is, like, so much to talk about with this deck, too. There is so much to go through. I think that I need to put the deck list on screen for myself as well. As like a singular image, so I can see it all in front of me. So, you know, whatever I put on screen here doesn't really matter because I will edit the video to, you know, have all fancy graphics and stuff, so... Okay, so I'm going to go over to Limitless and grab myself a screen grab of the list. There are a lot of Pokemon cards here. And we're going to try and break it down. I think probably the best thing to do is to explain what is meant by a box deck or a toolbox deck. And a toolbox deck is a Pokemon deck that is filled with a range of options to deal with different situations or different matchups. And Terra Box is very true to that description, as the deck just has a lot of different Pokemon, often Terra-type Pokemon, which fulfill your needs in different matchups, and a lot of the deck is held together by Noctowl and Waterpon. Shut up, Seabaker. Zenny is not the person, not the first person that I've showcased a deck list from. I'm gonna use the word showcase. Okay. Cat Muerte's for Alligator list was quite good. I've also had, I think Sebo has contributed a list to the channel. Did not popularize the list. I'm just going to mention that this list that I've been testing, which has been worked on by channel regulars. Any. All right, stop being crass. Okay, I know your messages aren't appearing on screen, but stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna have to hide chat, otherwise I'm gonna be too distracted. So make sure you behave back there, okay? I'm gonna hide you, otherwise I won't be able to focus. Okay, so it's a collection of attackers, many of them Terra type, which all work, which each are used for different matchups and different situations. And it's all pulled together by the 4/4 Noctowl and the Pidgeot, which has been very, very instrumental in the success of the list. Okay, I'll put it that way. Yeah. So, welcome back, Whoopers. It's Vice here, and I've been playing Terrabox lately. So, Terrabox is a toolbox type of deck, and what is meant by a toolbox deck is one that features a lot of different answers to different situations and different matchups. And I would say that Terrabox, which is named as such because many of the Pokemon in it are Terra type, they have the Terra rulebox. Many of them are Terra type, they have the Terra rulebox, and the deck is very good at dealing with many popular matchups in the meta at the moment. So I think that it's really good, and it's all pulled together by a couple of Pokemon. The Noctowl sitting here at a very hefty 4/4, and a very thin but very effective Pidgeot line. So we've got a 1/1/1 Pidgeot and a rare candy to boot. And it is very consistent to get the Pidgeot into play, assuming that none of the pieces are prized, but because of Noctowl and because of Fan Rotom, it's really not outside of the realm of possibility that you will just get Pidgeot set up. So I'm going to go through some of the Pokemon in this deck. I'm going to try and speak through my experience with each of them and how they help bring the deck together, and we'll just go from there. So first off, I would say one of the premier Terra-type Pokemon in the list is the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX. And so it has been good from the minute that it was released, but even more so now, being that it's one of the Pokemon in format that is able to hit the bench, and very effectively so between cards like Crispin and the Sparkling Crystal, not to mention having the Noctowl to make all of that very consistent. You've got Ogerpon, which is able to Torrential Pump and absolutely dismantle all of these very strong setup decks, the Gardevoirs and the Dragapults, right? It applies pressure very early, which is something that this deck sorely needs, because I suppose one of the ways that this deck potentially loses is when your opponent is given enough time to build a very imposing board. It's not to say that this deck isn't without answers to opponents that are able to do that, but it does become very hard if you're not able to apply that early pressure, and Ogerpon is very, very effective at doing that. We can draw attention to the Pikachu EX, another Terra-type Pokemon. Resolute Heart makes for a very difficult prize trade for your opponent. They can't respond to it very easily. And then Topaz Bolt itself doing 300 damage is very, very powerful. Being able to one-shot all these big Stage 1 EXs, your Goldengos, your Zoroark EXs, it's able to contend with those quite well and not give up prizes so easily in return, especially in those matchups where they may not necessarily have a way to work their way around the ability here, the Resolute Heart, which says if this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. So if you can think about the way Goldengo works and the way that Zoroark EX works, generally they're just trying to attack the Pokemon in front of them, and they're not placing damage counters necessarily. I know that there is Darmanitan, of course, so Zoroark EX can go for that 2-hit KO, but if they're not trying to one-shot the Pikachu EX, there is a world where Pikachu EX just knocks out 4 prizes worth of Pokemon via Topaz Bolt, Crystal, and Crispin. So definitely a very strong Pokemon in this deck. A new Pokemon that Journey Together gave to us was Lily's Clefairy EX, and of course, Fairy Zone, being able to make each of your opponent's Dragon Pokemon weak to Psychic is very strong. So Lily's Clefairy is able to make quick work of those Pokemon on its own with Full Moon Rondo, or it can support your other Pokemon, such as Mew, or, in a pinch, I guess you could attack with Latias, but I think, generally speaking, it would be very difficult to set up Latias as an attacker, so generally it'll be between these 2 Pokemon to get that job done. You've got Teal Mask Ogerpon here. It's another great Pokemon into the Zoroark matchup, being able to Myriad Leaf Shower for the one-hit KO. And it's also good against Charizard too, which is starting to see a little bit of a resurgence. Both the classic Charizard that you might be used to with the Dusknoir and the Pidgeot, or it's also being played as a partner to Dragapult again. So not the first time that we've seen Charizard and Dragapult together, but starting to become a popular pairing again. So look out for that. Can't forget Terapagos EX here. So Unified Beatdown, pretty strong attack, being able to do 30 times 30 for each of your bench Pokemon. And of course, we're playing Area 0 in the deck, so it represents just a very big swing of damage for just 2 energy. Can't be understated how good that can be. But Crown Opal as well can be a bit of a GG in some cases. So during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic non-colorless Pokemon. So I think like the big matchup where you're looking to use this Terapagos is Raging Bolt Ogerpon. So all of the Pokemon in that matchup, with exceptions, so some of them run Noctowl, right? But it's not much of an attacker in the face of Terapagos. If they're unable to double gust the Terapagos to counter the effect of Crown Opal, you're in good shape. So Terapagos EX, don't forget to use it. And we've got a bunch of other like really useful cards in here too. The Iron Bundle with Hyper Blow can be very good in concert with the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, for example, or just at any point in the game in general to disrupt your opponent. Refrigerated Stream is an important attack to remember too. So if the defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So just don't forget that you've got access to an attack like that. Ursaluna for the late game, and Ditto for the start. So sometimes you're going to have to use Fan Rotom to grab a Ditto to then transform into a Terra-type Pokemon. Sometimes you just lack the range of cards required, and it can be pretty important, especially against the likes of Budgie. Like, if you suddenly can't use your Nest Balls, then you can't grab a Terra-type Pokemon very easily. So Ditto is here to help you facilitate that. And I think that's almost about it. Fezandipity for the reliable draw. Mew to help against late game disruption. Genome hacking is also quite good for this deck too. If you're able to, keep a stray energy somewhere, a Crispin and an energy switch later in the game could let you retaliate to your opponent's, let's say, Dragapult, for example. You could use Phantom Dive on them, and if you have a Lily in play, then Mew EX is hitting 400 damage and spreading 60. Or you could copy the Charizard EX attack, or what have you. Okay, so Mew is a pretty important card. Double Fan Rotom for the fan call. So what you might find yourself doing often is, or at least what I find myself doing often, is I'm using Fan Call and I'm getting one Pidgey, one Hoot Hoot, and one Noctowl. That is very often what I'm doing. And then if the hand stays, if your opponent doesn't have something like an Iono to stop you, then Noctowl to grab the combo pieces. You could get Rare Candy and Shark, or Rare Candy and Ultra Ball, what have you, to get the Pidgeot into play. And then Pidgeot really, between this and the Noctowl, really pulls the strategy together and makes it very consistent. It's very, very good. And then on the trainer side of things, we've got a lot of one-ofs. okay? But I'm going to pull your attention towards a few cards here. So Jamming Tower is very important to be able to disrupt the HP increasing tools, as well as just disrupting opposing crystals and stopping your opponent's EXP shares from activating and all sorts. I think Jamming Tower is an excellent card into the likes of Gardevoir, for example. It effectively lets you get free BKOs out of nowhere if your opponent has put more than the maximum HP's worth of damage counters on a Drifloon, for example. So, very important card. Area 0 is also an important stadium as well, for pretty obvious reasons. Being able to go wide on the board helps you trap across and helps you have multiple hoots ready to go. We've got Crystal as the ace spec. It's very important to be able to help with all the myriad of multicolor energy attack requirements that the Terra Pokemon represent for the most part. And then Crispin here is excellent too for very much the same reasons. And then on the energy side of things, it's quite the variety. We've got 4 grass energy here in order to get the energy acceleration going with the Teal Mask Ogopon. Very important to remember to use that effect in order to activate the energy switches to make them more likely to occur. There's nothing worse than having a board that's devoid of energy and not having access to crystal. It means that you've got to look for the grass energy to accelerate to the Ogopon, then you've got to play the Crispin, then you've got to play the E-Switch. So that's your only other way of realistically getting that many energy into play on the one turn from a zero energy board. Important to remember though. Psychic energy here for the Clefairy, it's pretty important, right? Dragapult is very popular, and then the rest of the energies here is one-offs in order to facilitate the Pikachu. So I do want to give a brief shout out to Zenichu, who very kindly provided me the list that I'll be showcasing today. I will say I've seen a few lists floating around using the Pidgeot engine and with counts that are similar but not quite the same. But Zenny's take here is quite excellent. It has a boost to the energy counts and all around has counts of cards that I'm pretty happy to play. So fantastic work, Zenny. Excellent list. And I've got a game coming up that hopefully showcases all the little different things and nuances. The deck takes quite a lot of work and quite a lot of learning. I've had a lot of trouble trying to wrap my head around it, but I think I've got a game that at least gets to show off some of the things that this deck is capable of. So please enjoy, and I'll see you in the next live stream video. So take care and goodbye. Cheers. Okay, how was that? How was that? Sparks, hi. Hi. Good night. Hi and good night. Hi and good night. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. Those Sparks. Yeah. So I think what's the name of the player? Grant Manley had a day 2 finish with this, and it was quite good. It was quite good. But his list was very different. It had way less energy. But the overall structure or the idea that's there is definitely reminiscent for sure. I should probably call that out too. I don't know how do I say it. So like, this is Zenny's take on the archetype and the Pokemon structure. I think another successful variant of this deck would be Grant Manley's list, which made day 2 at Milwaukee. So if you want a few different ideas, perhaps look up that list. I'll put a link to it in the description. And yeah, maybe I can throw that in there. Or like I'll make it a pinned comment or something. I'll say like the list that I played is a regulars list. If you want more examples of this list doing well. Grant Manley had a pretty successful day 2 run. Well, maybe not in Grant's eyes, but had a day 2 finish with a similar list. Very low, very, very low amount of energy. Like, I look at the energy after playing your list as any, and then looking at Grant Manley's list, I'm like, oh my goodness. How? Alright, let's run it up. I've got time for one more game. Alright, did all of you behave? Were you all behaving? C. Baker. C. Baker. I'm not a cereal milker. I'm not. Okay? So I want to make sure you understand. I am not a content cow. And thank you for letting Sparks know that I was doing the profile. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to do it like this, huh? Wait, do I have any Noctowl? It's gotta be like this, right? Has to be. It has to be. Both water Ogerpon prized. Cool. Zenny, I see that you behave. That's good. I'm glad. More prize packs? More prize packs? What do you think I'm made
They're
of?
doing what their hearts command. We can't interfere.
Oh, it's Rinleah. Hi. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Rin, how are you? So glad for all of you to join me. We've just started a game. Oh. Tried to shout out your channel, but my my keyboard is being a little temperamental. Rin Leo. Spell it. R-Y-N-N-L-I-A. How goes the game? Well, we're in a little trouble. So the deck is reliant on water, Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, right? Cool. Now the issue that I'm having here okay. So the issue for one, this thing, but two, my Ogerpon, they're late to the party. The party said 7:45 p.m. Okay? It's now 7:49. They still haven't arrived. And they're holding everyone up. They're in the prizes. They haven't arrived. Oh my goodness. You know, you don't want to be too early to a party. You don't want to be too late. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too early. You don't want to be too late. You want to be just on time. Jewel Seeker. It's got to be Crispin. Because I have to knock this thing out. I have to. And then possibly just Nest Ball for next turn, right? Dude, I don't know. This is too hard. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Do I have any backups? Okay, well, look. Terapagos is like your best friend. Okay, Terapagos is just reliable, rock solid, always got your back. You know, may not be the best at everything, but pretty good. Okay, and we're all right with that. We're pretty good with pretty good. You know, even if the guests that you were, you know, had at the top of your list, you knew that Terapagos would show up. And so we're happy about that. Terapagos, Unified Beatdown. It's a very paltry amount of damage, but more than enough to knock out the Budgie. Please. No! There was a 1 in 3 that we would get one of the water ogre ponds out of here, and we whiffed. Yo, Terapagos plushie. I got a bunch of Terapagos plushies. Not Terapagos, but a bunch of Pokemon plushies from Japan. Let me go find them. Yeah, I've seen your picture. Let me find them. Let me find them. I'll be right back. You believe in me? Oh, that makes one of us. But look. Look, we got a little Budgie. Oh, Budgie is looking a little worse for wear because of the green screen. Oh, look at this. Wait. Boop. There it is. Itchy pollen. Itchy pollen. Oh, we're mega cooked. I think it's a scoop, right? We're mega cooked. Well, we'll try. But yeah, this is yikes. Fez and Dippity probably just gives them 2 prizes. Ah, no. Dude. Wait. There's no... Wait. Okay, wait. Triangulating. What if... Okay, triangulating. Nah, there's no way. Wait. Give me E-switch. Oh, dang it. I think it's cooked. Alright. Okay, while my opponent takes their turn... Let me put the filter back on. Actually, I'm gonna leave the filter off. Because the next Pokemon is like kind of green. Well, not really, but I've got Valplume. So, Valplume, if you didn't know, is based on a very big flower called the Rafflesia. It's found in like a few Southeast Asian countries. And one of them is Indonesia, which is where my wife comes from. My wife is Indonesian. And I made a whole 20-minute video about Valplume and the Rafflesia. We've got just an all-around fan favorite. We got the Wooper. That Wooper. That Wooper. Wooper. I think it's cooked. We'll concede it. We'll concede it. Wait, I'll go over here. I got a combi. This combi. Yeah, that was an unfortunate game. Normally things go a lot better, but they just, I think we just got cooked. We just got mega cooked. I think this is the last one. Spiritomb. I like my combi. Oh, and I wanted to find a Chi-Yu plushie so bad, but all I could find was this hand towel. Dang, I got cooked. Oh, we played against this person as well. We beat them last time. And then this time we got hyper cooked. We got squashed. Hey, look, also, new hoodie. What do we think? Wait. Oh, I have to lean. The Senpai's hoodie. The Senpai's.jp hoodie. Very cool. Very, very cool. Thanks so much for hanging out, Rin. And it was great to have you hang out for a little bit, even if it was. It certainly is adorable, Raina. It is. Look. It certainly is. Okay. Oh, you got one? Which one? Which one do you have? Crossfire. Not too much. Yeah, I like them. Some of them are a little bit too risque. Some of them are a little risque. But I like this one. You got the Sakura looking one. Is it the black hoodie? Is it like black with like pink and blue, kind of like Sakura petals? Prize pack. I have one. I have one more Series 6 pack. Should I open it? The black and pink one? No. yeah, basically. So I got a bunch of free stuff with the hoodie. I believe these characters are from Tokyo Revengers. And I got these stickers as well. I got these stickers. And I also received a lanyard, but I don't think that I can show that on Twitch. I probably could, but I don't think that I will be. All right, we wanna open the pack. Some are very dodgy, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit. So I'm live streaming the Pokemon trading card game. So I don't think that I will be. I don't think that I will be. Let's open the pack. Okay, look, here it is. So this is not the type of the booster pack that you can just walk into a store and buy. Not that you can walk into a store and buy booster packs these days. That sucks. You know? Nope. Shut up. Okay, so this is a pack that you get for participating in a tournament, right? And lots of stores do tournaments. They're not like impossibly difficult to get, but you can't just like walk into a store and buy them. That's what makes them different. And generally, they've got cards that are good for competitive play, so that's why they're sought after. There's the crinkle of the pack as it opens. I like to do a little bit of pack opening ASMR when I open these up. The foil. Thank you, Raina. So let's see. Let's see what we got. And we're just going to do it from the front because they're only small booster packs too. It's got the Morty. And the thing that, the thing that makes it different is the little Play Pokemon logo in the corner there. Terapagos? That would be awesome. Ooh, we got the Fruitarath. Wonderful Rumble. The Wonderful Rumble attack. Again, it's got the esports mark over there. Thank you, Seabaker. Thank you. We got Arcalodon. Not the EX. We got the one that gives the free retreat. Probably a little less desirable, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful energy. Look at that. I believe that's a cosmic holo pattern. So I'll try and like... You see the holo pattern there. Beautiful. Just need like 6 more... Oh, look at that angle. Oh my goodness. You saw a swirl? Oh, now you're cooking. Last card. Oh, look at that Matang. Oh, buddy. Again, with the holo border. Can't get that in the regular set. Dang. Heatran Matang. Need that list from TCK. Alright. And then the last card will just be an energy. Oh, we got another psychic energy. Alright, well. One of these days, when I have a more complete setup for streaming, it'd be good to just have a top-down camera to do pack openings with, because I gotta tell you, that hurts my arm, holding up the cards like that. That's tough. Alright. Gym time? True. I am married to a personal trainer. Let's go over here, go filters. Yeah, kickboxer no less. She will kick and box you, believe you me. Believe you me. I'm kind of out of time. I really appreciate everybody coming across with Rin with Rin Lear's raid. But there's my partner walking him through the door now, so I gotta call it. If any of you have not seen me on your screen before, on your viewing device, I'm Vice Games. I've been playing the Pokemon TCG for 16 years. I started in 2009. It was the tail end of the Diamond and Pearl era, so the Platinum sets were releasing at the time. Steven Silvestro had just won the World Championships with Beedrill. Beedrill Luxray. There were like 3 or 4 different Beedrills that were all good at the same time, and that's what he played. And that's when I started playing myself. In 2013, I qualified for the World Championships, and I placed 82nd that year. It was in Vancouver. Any Canadians here? Anybody here from Canada, perhaps? A few of you are, strangely enough. And I've been competing ever since. And I love doing this live streaming and YouTube video thing that I do here. So if any of you from Rin's stream would be interested in watching somebody play the Pokemon TCG a few nights a week at around about this time slot, I'm here. Feel free to drop by. Feel free to hit the follow if you'd like to know about me. Or otherwise, if YouTube is your thing, you can check me out on YouTube. Socials. And I have a Twitter if that's your thing. And I have a Discord, which is in the pinned comment. So if you're wanting to ask questions, if you just want to talk about Pokemon cards, you want to share your deck list, get some advice, come hang out with us there. We're pretty cool. I like to think. Mainly the Discord is a place for me to just... I need somewhere to like get thoughts out of my head and onto digital paper so I remember them for later. So I will just yammer away to myself going, what if I did this and this and this and this? It's my personal diary, that Discord, more than anything. But yeah. Okay, you lot, I have to go. Thank you all for being here. Nice to see some familiar viewers show up and stop by and say hello. Can we swing this to... Oh, we can swing it over to Millie. Looks like Millie is streaming. So we'll send it across. Oh, thank you and good night, everybody. Good night, good night. Raid. Military Blaze 22. Alright, let enjoy. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.